Greetings, people of Earth. Dr. Radium here, back with another video finally. I've taken a few weeks off since the last video I made. Had a Mother's Day in there, free comic book day, and just the work schedule made it really hard to get a video up. But recently, here in the past week, my work schedule has changed, and now I'm back to just 5 days a week. So more time on the weekends, and hopefully more time to make videos on a regular basis. I am going to change the format a little bit. Instead of doing my new comic book haul for the week and back issues all in one video, I'm going to break them up into two separate videos. So those interested in new comics can watch those. Those interested in the back issues can watch those, or you can watch both if you want, and hopefully you will. So this video here is our comics for this past Wednesday, May 13th. And as usual, we're starting off with Mrs. Radium's comics that she got this week that I don't read. First one was Return of the Living Deadpool number 4, I believe. She also picked up Punisher number 18. Wolverines number 18. Bravest Warriors number 32. Southern Cross number 3. And Marshalling Gone Adrift number 5. Okay. First up with our independents for this week, Black Cross number 3. Really liking this title. It's a little bit weird, but I love the feel of the Silver Age heroes in it. I didn't read Project Superpowers before this, and this has really piqued my interest in going back and picking up that series. Next, picked up Copperhead number 7. Great comic, space western. This issue, Sheriff is going on a date, so we'll see how that turns out for her. Picked up Looking for Group number 2. This is a webcomic that is being printed now, and I like it. The first one was okay. We'll see how the second one is. You can read it. It does read like strips. Each page reads as it did on the web, so the pacing is a little bit off for a book, but I like the characters, especially this guy here. I can't remember his name right now, but he's pretty funny. Nailbiter number 12. Behind on this one. Need to get caught up. Big Con Job number 3. Thank God there's only one more issue of this one left. I'm really disappointed in this series. The whole premise of washed up B-level Hollywood stars robbing the Comic-Con in San Francisco just, to me, lent itself to comedy, and there's very little comedy in this series. Some of it's pretty dark and depressing, and I'm really looking forward to this one ending. Speaking of ending, I also picked up Lady Killer number 5, last issue of this miniseries. Love this miniseries. Hopefully this will get picked up for a regular series, or at least another miniseries after this. Really like the story and the main character. Legendary Green Hornet number 4. This one is okay. I love Green Hornet. This is a steampunk version of Green Hornet. Story's pretty pedestrian, but I enjoy anything that's Green Hornet. Uncle Scrooge number 2. Love the old Disney stuff, and this new Disney stuff is not disappointing so far. I think next week Mickey Mouse comes out, so I'll be picking that one up. This is getting moved to the top of the read list every week when we get it. Rick and Morty number 2. The first one was a little touch and go. I'm hoping the second one's a little bit better. I'll probably give it 3 or 4 issues before I make a decision on whether to keep going with it or drop it. Rebels, number 1. First issue was great. Set in the Civil War, spies, the fight for independence. Really good series. Brian Wood, a great writer. Deep State, number 6. This is a weird one. I mean, when I read it, I enjoy it, but the story just doesn't stick with me. I couldn't tell you concisely what the story is about right now. So I think after maybe another couple issues, I'll go back and reread the first couple story arcs, and I'm hoping it reads a little bit better in trade. And the last independent this week was Colin Bunn, Harrell County, new horror series from him. Really like The Empty Man. Looking forward to reading this one. Heard good reviews about it and can't wait to jump into it. Okay. This week's Marvels. Secret Wars number 2. I'm about a week and a half behind on reading right now. Just so many books have come out in the past 2 or 3 weeks that I haven't even got to read Secret Wars number 1 yet. But I should actually be starting that this afternoon or tomorrow. So next video I should have some feedback on how I'm feeling about Star Wars. Darth Vader number 5. Great cover on this one. Love it. Again, enjoying Darth Vader more than the main series, but it's a close 1-2 on that one. Inhuman, annual number 1. Getting more into the Inhumans. I like them. They're getting pushed a lot more. X-Men sort of fading to the background. Inhumans being pushed to the forefront. Uncanny Avengers number 4. Kind of strange with Secret Wars starting, you know, end of the universe, blah blah blah, and Uncanny Avengers and some of these other books still going. So I don't know if they're going to address what's going on in Secret Wars in the books that are going to be continuing during the crossover event or not. Hopefully it is not. Hopefully they will, and it's not too confusing. Howard the Duck number 3. Liking this book so far. Not quite as funny as the older Howard the Duck books, but I'm still enjoying it. Thor number 8, where we finally get the revelation of who is the new female Thor. And I was kind of disappointed that after all these months of build-up, the identity of female Thor was leaked online the day before the book came out. Tried to avoid the spoilers. I couldn't. Won't give it here in case you haven't read it yet. But I just miss the old days where you could be surprised by a comic book and not you know what's going to happen days or weeks beforehand. Still enjoying the series though. And Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 8. Now, from what I understand, the ones that have this last days of stamped at the top, these are supposed to be dealing with what's happening in Secret Wars in this title. So, does that mean that Uncanny Avengers is not? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this week for DC. Start off with Strange Sports Stories, number 3 of 4. Again, this is not living up to my expectations. I love the old Strange Sports Stories from the late 70s. These just aren't hitting the mark. But one more issue, I'll stick with it and complete the set. Batman Arkham Knight number 4. This has been real surprising. I'm really enjoying it. Usually video game adaptations or, you know, books written about games like this one are usually fall flat, but this is a really good story so far and I'm having a good time with it. Convergence number 6. The main title here is all over the place. It's a little bit confusing. Not really enjoying it very much. Now, the individual 2-issue series for all the different ones that I'm reading, most of those, I'd say the majority of them, 80% of them, I'm really liking, and some of them are piquing my interest on going back and reading more of DC history, especially back some of the Silver Age alternate Earth comics that I haven't read yet, and it's really got me interested in them. So the rest of these books are the Convergent titles for last week. The Question, this one is number 2, so this is finishing it up. Really good one. Good to see Renee Montoya back as The Question there. Speed Force number 2, love anything Flash. Green Arrow number 2, this one not enjoying as much as the other ones, and you can see we didn't pick up the variant on this one. Past couple weeks, my comic shop, 1 or 2 of them, they've misshipped and didn't get the variant, so when it's happened, he's given me this copy here for free. Next week when the variant comes in, then I'll pick that up. So for a 2-issue series, we ended up getting 3 issues. I think in one case all 4, because of this snafu, but we're not paying for the extra copies. Man of Steel, Superman Man of Steel number 2. Love Steel, love the 90s era Superman, so this has been a good one so far. Another 90s era flashback is Batman Shadow of the Bat number 2. Looking forward to reading the end of this one. Supergirl Matrix number 2. Suicide Squad number 2, and this is one of my favorite ones of all the Convergence titles. Love seeing some of the original members, the real Amanda Waller. It's just been awesome so far. This is one of the ones that I wish could continue on past this little Convergence miniseries. Another one that I'm really enjoying is Justice League International number 2. I'm hoping with this shuffle, this mix-up afterwards, that especially Justice League International and Suicide Squad, some iteration of it close to these carries over into the books after whenever things restart. And the last one I got this week was Superboy number 2. Again, this is another one that falls back to that 90s Superman. I just love that whole period. Well, that's our books for this week. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching the video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give us a thumbs down. Comments, questions down below. Feel free to email me directly at drradium@gmail.com. So once again, this is Dr. Radium. Thanks for tuning in. This is Dr. Radium tuning out.